Now you are. Really?
Did it start going live?
I don't know. It will start in a few seconds.
Oh, hi everybody.
No, you're really live, by the way. But I'm not sure whether it's. Let me see. Because we've set a delay. Okay, even people can still hear you and see you, but they only see you after some time. You can even discard everything. Actually, you can discard everything, can you? I'm not sure.
I start again.
Let me see whether you're live.
But this one I can't get. Can't tell me if it's easy.
Yep, now you're live.
Dad. Oh, hi everybody. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. And today we are going to be doing Puzzle Rush. Yeah.
Screen.
Is it easy?
Let me check. This is too easy. I don't even understand why that's even a question.
This is too easy.
The one you have your queen on e3. And your bishop on c7.
On c7, yeah.
And a white bishop on e4.
Yeah.
And a knight on f6.
Yeah.
That is way too easy.
Oh,
Way too easy. And I've taught you how to get such a puzzle. Maybe we can restart the stream or something. I don't know.
Will you start? Okay.
No, don't restart because you're already at 16. It will be starting again. There's a mouse pad.
Let's see this one. I wonder what this is. And it's what number 1, it's number 16. Pick the pawn on if I pick this pawn, what am I threatening? Pick, so that I pick here. Then I check you, what if your king just moves up? Then I check you, then your king moves down, then I check you. Oh, really. I want to, I think this is the move. But if I play here, what will you play? If you play here, I still do this. This one I can't get. It looks like it's easy. let's see, what are we thinking here? This bishop picking this pawn, what will you play? Let's see, what can you play? How could I miss this? How could I miss that one? This one is pick the queen. If you pick like this, now I check you. Well, how could I miss that one? I missed an easy part. So now I check you, then I check you, then I checkmate you. I'm black. Which moves do I have? Check here. Where do you play? You can't play here because of the pawn. You can't play down because of my queen. You can't play here because of my queen, and you can't play here because of the bishop. So this is a checkmate. Let's see. Isn't this rook trapped? This rook is trapped. If I play here, it can't play down because this pawn is blocking. It can't play anyways. Okay, it can play here, but I'll pick with my bishop or even my pawn. He can play here, but I'll pick. He can play here, but I will pick with this pawn. He can't pick this. Okay, he can pick this, but then I pick with my bishop. Which other moves do you have? Do you have a checkmate? No, this is. Let's see. Can't check you, can't check you. Oh, I can't check you. Oh, I can't. Don't have any checks. I've seen a trap. I can pick this bishop. If you pick with your queen now, just play here. Do you have any moves? No, you do not. If you pick now, I just pick. If your queen picks my bishop, pick with my king. If I pick, you have to pick. Do you? If I pick and you pick, pick your knight with my rook. You pick with your pawn. Now I pick, you pick back. Can I pick this? Just pick with your queen. I pick, your king picks now. Pick the pawn. Pick with your king. Check here your pick. Wait. Well, I have a feeling this is easy. Pick, your knight picks. So he has to do your move. What if I pick this? Pick my queen. That's it. Pick your queen. Pick, then I pick the pawn. I win a pawn, yes, but doesn't really mean. Pick this. Pick your knight. If you pick me, pick you. This is such an easy one. I pick you and your pawn is pinned. Oh wait. I pick your knight, it's a free knight. You pick back and I pick your queen. It's about to make a mistake. Check, check, mate. Okay. Check, check. Is this mate? Is this mate? I was about to make a mistake. Check you here. This is why to move. I pick this bishop. Then what will you do? You picked my bishop, right? This is just a free bishop. You can't pick that. What am I threatening? I have to move this bishop away. If you move it down, I tuck it. But this is the best move. Then I just pick with my knight. You pick back with your knight. And I win a bishop. Do you have any in between moves? No, you do not have any between moves. This is a free bishop. It's fine. Let's see. What was wrong with that one? Pick the bishop. And then I want to go back to it. Yeah. This bishop is trapped. Oh no. If I push my pawn, you pick my queen. But it's fine. Here, what if I pick your rook, you pick back, then I check you. Your king moves back, then I check you. Here. I think that's correct. Check you. Check. If you pick, I check you. Check. What if you don't pick? King. Oh, your king can't move. So check, you have to pick. Then I just check you. If you block, I pick. Why to move? Why to move? push, king comes, push, push, rook comes, bring rook up, you can't win, you push, queen, pick, pick, queen. Oh, so I push, rook comes, this comes, you push, queen, you pick, I pick, you queen. How can I really let that happen? So pushing might be a mistake. What if push? Wait, what if push? If your rook comes, I pick your pawn. Then if you pick now, I queen. If you push now, my queen. This comes behind here. Because if I pick now, this push won't be correct. Because let's see. Because if I pick, you pick. I push. Your rook comes. My king comes. Then you have this other pawn to push. So I should push this first. Then I pick this. Have correct. Nice. Okay, let's see which moves do we have here. We have, if I pick this, it just came to mind. If I pick this, your king comes into the center. Then I check you. King just moves here, not even just here, but most likely here. And then what will I do? That's the question. Gave out a rook, now I have to win a queen or the king. This threat of this queen here, what will you do? Just pick my, oh actually that can work. So you push, then I pick, you pick. What if you don't pick? Three not pick. So I think this is the move. But what if your knight blocks? What if your knight blocks? I attack it. Defend it. No, I can't pick with my queen or my rook. Pick, check. There's something I'm missing. Here, knight blocks here. I don't think I can. Okay, I will win a knight, but this looks like a checkmate. Actually, wait, what? Pick. Pick, check. King moves. Pick. I lost a rook. What am I missing? Wait, the second my queen moves from there, you just pick my bishop. Pick your bishop, pick. Now you're attacking my knight. What can I do?
Have you found a move? So I want us to go back to the basics and begin to think about
Check.
what I told you to do first before you play.
Is this help?
Yes, this is help. Because I can see it's a weakness. You don't see these kinds of moves. And I've told you before. The move is a threat. You see checks, you see captures, and you miss threats. First of all, when you move your queen out of this to this place, what can your opponent do? You are thinking about this only.
No, the knight comes.
The knight, you are thinking about this check only. But this is also a move. Okay, now he can also castle. He can also bring the knight. But you're stuck on the knight coming here, then you'll pick. But that's like the worst move. If he castles, then what? Tell me, Hera, tell me. Yeah. Simple moves, so that's just how you lose. Before you get to play, think of all, just see your active moves. There's this move, there's this move, there's this move, there's this move, then run through them. You're thinking about a checkmate here, there's no checkmate. There is none. And if you play it, you lose the chance you have. It's a very nice tactic, but they're the kinds of moves you don't see. It's a threat. So what we're gonna do is work on our pins and work on our threats. It takes a bit more time, but over time those moves become natural to you. Immediately you begin to see such moves easily.
Can I bring this knight? Yeah, but you just pick and I pick. Or I can pick, you pick, then bring the knight. But
And remember what I said, any of these moves you're computing, think 3 moves ahead. Because if you dismiss a line too early, that's how you end up. And then you assume, like the previous move, because you don't see pins, it took a bit of time. Because you said, I pick his queen, he picks my queen. What is he opening? This one is picking the queen. You have a bishop. The bishop is doing a pin. Like other things, look at what the pieces are doing. Like now, the answer is this, knight here. That's a move. Why? He picks your queen. You pay bishop, you pick back with the queen, it's a check. How do you stop that check?
knight block.
That is one way. What other way?
You can just move.
Okay. So now
You can block with your queen.
already those are forcing moves. They're like checks. Okay, so that's 1, 2. They've played the second move. Great. Suppose they play here. Do you have a move?
Well, I can pick this pawn. That's 1.
That is 1. What else? Start with your checks. Do you have checks in that position? What's your checks?
We have 1 check.
Another one?
1, another check.
Okay, so that is, you can start with the more obvious checks. What else? Rook takes is 1. Another check.
Queen.
Let me show you a check. Are you seeing this knight check here? Can you see a check there? So where we are now, we have to begin to think like 3 moves. This is now the level where you begin to become a strong player, because this is a very easy win, but it's very hard to see. You have to see the threat, then see the moves. So this is obvious. You cannot play here. Why? When the check happens, why can't you play there?
Here.
When you play your knight here. Picks, you pick with the queen. It's check.
Yeah.
Okay. There are basically 3 options only. Queen here.
Knight
here.
And king moves.
And king moves. King moves is obviously a bad move, right? Because the knight comes, it's check, and you win the queen. Right? Okay. What's wrong with this move? But there are not many moves, it's just 3 moves. Just the idea.
The knight comes and blocks, then what do I have in checks? I can pick, you pick.
Those are the checks. The position is another check. No, there's another check.
Okay. Do I have captures? Yes. Capture this. Draw place here. And then have this pawn, but
visualize the position. We have another. What are all your captures after then? So you moved here, rooks moves here. What are the captures? What are your checks? Here. What are your captures?
I have. Okay. Now this is a capture. After here. Bishop is not there. This is another capture. Another capture. This. This. Where's my queen?
So my daughter, this is what I'll teach you. The moment you begin to see this very simple combination, your chess is going to go up. These are the ones you're missing. Okay? Have you seen? Yeah. Is it too hard? Well, you can tell the truth.
It's not too hard, but it's hard.
It's not even a little hard.
It's hard to see.
Not even a little. Yeah, so just practice to see. That's why I recommend you do this. Because things open. Whenever something moves, it opens a new line. And there's one last thing we didn't check in that position.
The queen.
What if after you picked the pawn on b7, the knight goes back to e7? Protecting the knight and blocking that check on f7.
Not sure I remember.
Okay, so you've played knight c5, bishop takes b5 check, queen takes b5 check, right? So far?
I played knight c5.
Okay, the first move in that last position. Bishop on d7, right? Then bishop takes on b5, right? Queen takes on b5 check. Knight c6 to block the check. Queen takes on b7, attacking the knight and attacking f7, turning checkmate. The knight can go back to e7. The knight that is being attacked on c6. So it's not, you can't do checkmate and you cannot eat the knight. You can see. The rook is also protected by the queen. So what do you do then in that case? Just queen to b5 check once again. You know the knight can't come back to defend, because if it comes, I pick the knight, and then the king has to move to f8, and then knight mc6 is a fork of king and queen. I'll show you when we are done. It's number 1, 2, 3, 4. That was help. The thing about such help is that it makes you go further, because you'd have gotten it wrong, but it's okay.
I could have gotten it wrong.
Yeah, if you get it wrong, that one will have. So anyway, pay attention to the threats. And if you can learn the discipline, so the thing about discipline is this: it looks like when you see you're getting stuck, just take your time. And even that move where you got wrong, just highlight it. So queen takes bishop, great. But what are your checks on captures? Tell me your checks on captures in that position. Do you have a check?
Yeah.
What checks do you have? Even Telo will find it. You what? I tell you, there's some bad habits that come into chess very early. You're wondering why you didn't see that? What if?
What if he blocks the queen?
What if he does what?
Blocks with the queen.
He blocks with the queen, you pick the queen and then you pick the bishop because you're attacking the bishop on b5. He's picked up a piece, so picking back a piece is not the answer. Then the material thing. But then you have a simple check, it's a capture. So if you deal with the things that make you see simple moves, and this is what I say, when you see a good move, look for better move. Sit on your hands first. That's how. Yes,
Dad, even Shadow needs some manners. I tell you, she needs some beating. I tell you why. She naturally bites Shadow a lot. He bites Shadow.
Bruno bites Shadow?
Yeah.
Okay.
The bow.
Go and clean up your nose, Sunshine. Bye.
Yeah. Inside.
Yes, inside. Okay.
That do you remember Telo just saying, even Shadow needs some. Okay, I'm thinking. I'm seeing there's this capture. Okay, what checks do I have? Check. The queen picks and then. Let's look at another check. How many checks do we have?
Okay, so there's a filter method. If you find a move that looks like it could be the one, you can start with that, no problem. Then you can come back and look and see. If you find it gives you an advantage that is winning and you're clear about it, you can go with it. So that's the advantage of what is called intuition. You can feel what moves looks good. But if you cannot find it, then take your time and look through. And just double check to make sure your opponent has the answer. But I don't have this answer personally. Yes, Sunshine?
What happened here? I don't even know what happened.
Okay, I'm thinking knight capturing this pawn. Knight capturing this pawn.
I don't know who did it.
Bishop captures? Sorry.
I can't even make this.
Did something scratch you?
Knight here to attack the bishop.
Scratched my face.
Okay, knight takes on f5. Bishop takes f5.
Here, and then thinking, what if this knight comes here?
Bishop takes.
This one. Then pick. Oh, the bishop is defending.
I really don't have this answer, so let's just think through. What are the ideas? Let me see how I'm thinking in this position. Okay, material count. 2 knights and a bishop versus 2 bishops and a knight. King and queen. So that's pretty straight.
Right. Pick.
Is that pin?
Then check. Oh no, bishop picks.
Queen. 2 queens. 2 kings.
I found it.
You found it? Is it easy?
It's yes and no. It's an easy move, but it's the kind of move that you'll miss. Because you're not looking for those kinds of moves.
Okay. What catches my eye is I see that this queen has this square. But now if I just try this, the queen will pick. Okay. Let's see. Yes, it will pin.
What are you thinking?
Just seeing this. Now we to attack there.
Dada, I have a feeling. You see this mark? I think it's shadow.
Yeah,
I think why.
Why?
Because I think shadow was not yet. I think that. Because he ever eaten 2
Go and
cake.
bring something happy here. So now that it's a hard puzzle,
Dad,
what are you supposed to do?
look for checks, captures, attacks, threats, lines.
Attacks are threats and lines. Okay, so can we go through all those things and find things that look at all those ideas? What do you see? So what are your checks? You don't
Picking
have
this
to
knight.
complete them. Okay.
Picking the knight.
What are your captures?
Picking the knight. Picking the pawn.
Yep. That's pretty much it, isn't it? What are your attacks? Attacks or threats?
Okay, this is a threat, but then it's not really a threat because you should pick.
Okay, that's a threat for sure. But it's a move you've looked at, other moves?
This, but then he'll pick.
Okay.
So it's not really so much of a threat. Is picking this?
You already saw that as a check and a capture, so that's not a move you've... Okay, one of the other ways to go about it is to look at all your pieces and see what can this piece attack something, can this piece attack something, can this piece attack something, can this piece attack something. That's how we look at the threats and attacks, because attacks is an area where we both need to work on, you and I.
Wait, I've seen an idea.
Now you've seen an idea. Great. What's your idea?
I'm not sure if it's correct, but I've seen a threat, which is this. It's also opening up a pin. Yeah. So this is a threat of this, and this is also a threat of picking this. So you have to delete one. Another way of dealing is, oh, I can't pick this. Just pick, and I pick, and then your queen picks.
Okay.
But this is actually no, this is not a threat. Picks.
Why is it not a threat?
Because you see, if I play here, I'm threatening this, right? Or even picking this. Now this queen is stopping all.
Is it?
Yes.
Let me show you something. So I play here. What will black play?
Maybe rook down or even rook here.
Rook there. Okay, fine. So I pick that.
Pick.
Wait, can I do
Knight
that?
here. You pick what? This pawn.
I pick this bishop. Pick the bishop. I pick the bishop.
Queen pick.
I pick this other bishop.
Actually, no rook here.
Okay, so you bring your rook there. Okay, let's see. Still I pick.
Then pick.
And I pick the rook. Carry on another one. What do you play? So you have to think about black's responses, because sometimes some of the hardest moves is that black gets stuck here.
Here. Pick.
Pick. I pick your rook.
Oh, okay.
Keep going. The main move is that black has in response. So this is what sets you apart as a strong player, because this is a pretty complex position to work out. Okay, but get me a dry one, mommy. Bring a dry one.
Mommy has to.
I'll help you with both. Just bring a dry one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So knight comes. What can he do? He has to assign 1, 2.
So let me show you the moves I have in mind. The first move is bishop to g4.
bishop g4 here. Your knight is here, and then you play here.
Yep. Bishop g4. So what do you do?
Do I pick?
Picks with the pawn, f. Now what's your plan? What do you play?
Daddy, you did it on Hera's finger.
I did it on Hera's finger. I didn't answer it on herself. I didn't do that.
Why did Hera decide to?
I don't know. Can we ask her? One day we're gonna ask her why she did that. One day.
But if you eat upstairs.
Let's go right now.
Okay, let's see.
I'll play the move anyway. Just play it.
Here.
But it's good to work it out first. We'll come back to it and see what then. It's a bit complicated. Yeah, but that should have worked. Should have been patient to work it out at the end. Sorry.
Okay. Now he's moved there. I'm thinking here. What if he pushes? Okay, he can't push. He brings his king. Here. Picks the pawn. Here. But will I really even make it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You have to be very careful about what you're thinking about. Which moves are you thinking about?
King. Then king. Then king. Then pick. Then king. Then 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, count all those moves.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, and he has
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 2 moves behind, and I'll be here.
Great. Now we are thinking.
Oh, but after king here, you only have one choice.
One moment.
It's either you play here, then I just pick. I think I found it. I think. Not sure. So what I'm thinking is king here. So yeah, okay, I'm thinking here, but now after here, if you push now I pick and you pick, and if I play here, you can't play any of these places, and you can't play here to defend your pawn. So you have to play here, 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 or here. So after you playing this one, I pick this. Now what if the king comes here? Oh, now just push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So king and pawn endings are very complicated. The biggest risk is to make easy assumptions. I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm just saying there are things you have to think about before you're done. So one possibility, you're saying king g3. Okay?
Yeah.
What can white play? What are white's ideas? What are the different ideas white has? One idea is to?
He's trying to capture this pawn and push, right?
Okay, but if you're saying if he tries to capture that pawn and push, you'll pick his pawn. He picks your pawn and then what?
I pick his pawn, then he picks my
That's
pawn.
what he's playing for. He picks your pawn.
And I bring the king in.
Again, so that you should see to the end. Basically, you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then what does he have to do?
Pardon? As in like 1, 2, 3.
So you play here, and he plays here. You pick, he picks. Okay, your turn. You're going 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Done.
4 possibly here, but depends on where he'll be, because on 4 you'll be 1, 2, 3. So you're picking here on 4, You have 2 pawns. That's clearly winning, right? Okay. That is one possibility. So picking this is losing. What else?
Okay. So if you place here.
Should I put on my microphone? Maybe I should, just in case.
If he plays here, if I play here, and then he plays, for example, here or even here. Maybe here to stop me from coming this
So
side.
what's the idea? Once you understand the idea, what he's trying to do, then it's a bit easier.
Queen.
How will he queen?
By either picking this 2 or this one.
He can't queen by picking this one.
Okay.
Because
Picking this 2.
your plan is to pick this guy. So you're saying that you play here, he plays here. Okay, so again now we count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Agreed? And then he has...
1.
He's here, so he's already here. So you'll do 1, 2, let's say 3, 4, 5, 6,
7.
You need the 7th move. Is the 7th move available?
Because I queen.
So that this one you really have to be careful about to be sure that it doesn't really win, it doesn't draw. So let's say we play here and he plays there, we pick. Okay, that's our 1. Then we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our king is here, our queen is there. All right, he has 1, 2, let's say 3. This is very bad because he's queening with check. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, in such a situation, if he picks this pawn, we bring our queen here.
The light's still shocking.
The light is still shocking.
I think.
Have you tried?
No,
No, it's not.
No, I'm saying.
She's asking.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it, mommy. Just leave it. I'll sort it out. I don't think it is, but you don't touch it. Let me be the one to touch it, okay? Good. So you attack the pawn, and again you can't capture. So capturing this pawn is very bad for black, right? So they have to come after picking this. They come closer. Is that okay? So now they're here. We still bring our queen. They move forward, planning to queen. Our king is here.
Dad.
So we just wait for you. We come 1. You queen. We pick. You pick. We come here. And they make a queen. Yes, okay.
I removed it over it
So,
mommy, it's going to become a wound and it's going to become a scar. Don't do that.
Huh?
Don't do that. Go on.
It's going to come like this.
Yes, now I'm going to put for you Dettol on it and it's going to be a bit painful. See, don't remove those things like that. It becomes a wound.
Okay. Dad. So I'm correct.
So I'm asking you to think through everything. So that's move number 2. Move number 3 is what? So suppose you play here. What else can they do? Okay. And
Yes, this.
so this may work. Why does this not work?
Because now you have to move away.
Sorry?
Now you have to move away.
That's why you have to move away. Instead of playing here, if he plays here, what happens? What does it play?
Instead of playing here, you play here.
Because both of those moves are king moves.
You should just bring this king.
Loses immediately. So if you're white in this position and black plays here, what do you play?
This king coming here loses immediately.
Immediately losing. It's very simple because I pick here, then you come here. You've already looked at it. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 1, 6.
It's the same number of
same line.
steps. Okay.
And you can't have 2 right answers in a puzzle.
Play here.
This move is right. This move is wrong.
Here. What if I play here? No. losing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. One.
So here is another mistake that will cost you a game. In this position, when black plays here, you have to quickly understand that you are losing. So trying to do these things to win a lost position doesn't make sense. So you defend, move the king here. And now white cannot win. Black cannot win. Because if you play here, I pick, and in fact now you lose. Comes back, now I come back here. So now you no longer have this move. It's allowing this move, that's a mistake. This is a losing move. So if black doesn't understand and they play here, I just play back and I'm safe. You come back. If you move this pawn, I pick. This is just a free pawn, by the way, if my king is here. So you only have this one move, and I just come back with you. Have you seen? So to remember to defend when you're losing, and just make sure that the king cannot pass and cannot win is another tactic. Okay, play. So the one move is that move. These are very tricky openings.
Was this me who figured it out, or it
No,
was you?
this one is me. And the fact that I'm helping. Go ahead, Hera.
I didn't find it out.
You found a move, but you didn't figure out the whole story.
I did.
No, you
I
didn't.
said
No,
that
Hera. No.
here, then I pick the name.
You'll see on the video.
I will see.
Do you remember me seeing all those moves?
I said that I push. Do you remember? Do you remember me saying I push? Do you?
Do you recognize this line?
This is a lie.
Hera, do you recognize this? Have you ever seen this position?
Maybe, but I don't think I remember.
You've not seen such a position in opening lines? Can you tell which opening this was? I even know exactly how this position came up.
Exactly.
Exactly. And I think you know it too.
I think it was... This looks like the French. Is it the French?
It is the French. What line? Well, how does it go? It was definitely the French defense.
Looks like it went E4, E6, D4, D...
I think it's one like
D...
one number one.
D5.
I'll give her like.
D5,
That's it. I'll give her
E5 maybe.
I mean, when you put the finger facing down, it means you hate it. It's so bad. That's what you've put.
But I left it on the nice side.
And so you press the button that says it's a terrible move.
And then I pressed
it's E4, E6, D4, D5, knight to C3, bishop to D4, then E5, then C5, then A3, then bishop to A5. Okay? Then now you play B4, C takes B4, and then knight to B5. Can you see? Okay. E4, E6, D4, D5, and then knight C3, bishop pinning that knight. You can see that. E5, okay, C5. Attack the bishop with the pawn, A3, bishop comes back, pawn attacks the bishop again, C takes that pawn, knight comes to b4. You remember that?
I know what to drink on your phone.
No, mommy. Knight comes to b5. Pawn takes pawn check. Bishop comes pawn to c3. Then the knight is attacked. Okay. You remember, knight comes here, check. King goes to f1. Then queen comes here, threatening checkmate at this point. Have you seen?
Not really, because you see you were like this.
Hera.
Then
One moment, Telo.
here.
One moment. You don't know this position?
You know if you put on red fish, it's gonna see the move.
I'm not gonna go all the way to the end because I think white must have made a mistake somewhere in that line, and I think I know where the mistake was. But let me show you the line Hera. This is so easy. New game. Yes, okay. So e4, e6, d4, d5, knight c3, bishop b4, c5 there, a3, bishop to. You've seen this. Bishop to a5, b4, c takes b4, knight to b5, pawn takes a3, c3, a6, knight to d6, king to f8. You don't see this position? Then the pawn goes up. And then bishop takes here. You never seen this? Have you ever? Move number what? Move number 11 in the French. Have you ever? Hera. The guys in the stream are wondering whether you've ever seen this or not. You never seen this? Let me flip this board. You've never played this move in the French? You have never? Now because I flipped the board to your side. I have.
You see, you are showing me as black.
I wasn't showing you as black, I was showing you as white. You're white in this position.
You see, you flipped the board. Then you see when the black was facing me.
Okay, fine.
Well, what am I thinking here?
Anyway, this.
I think I should pick queen picks, check. Let's say queen moves down. Now I pick this. What if you pick this check? After picking this. Now what do I play? Move. That's going to be a mistake in what I'll play. Wait, what if I pick and you don't pick? What if you just play here? What if I pick? You just pick this check. Then I play here, then it's just checkmate. Actually, no. Yeah, that's just checkmate.
Okay, what is black's threat? What is white's threat in this position?
White's threat is to pick this.
Then where will you play as black?
Here.
And then what will white play?
Most likely just check me here. Then if I pick,
It's not met, but yeah, essentially that's really part of the plan.
okay.
And actually it's going to be met because the moment you play your king to c6, it's going to be met on d6. I think so. No, it's not met on d6 because you still have b5, but anyway, it looks pretty bad.
Yeah.
So that's a threat.
Yeah.
So what's the best way to get out of this?
You know, I saw the move on right fish.
The move is not on red fish.
It is.
We've not got in that position.
No, before we went.
Nope.
Go in front and you see.
I didn't go to that position.
Then was it that? Sure.
And I'm certain. So
Yes, you never saw.
what's the move?
You
Guys, this is the position on red fish.
play the position, and I think I know what
This is a
fish.
position that.
No, look.
Is it visible? Can guys see? I'm not sure. The guys can see that position on dried fish. I'm not sure.
Look.
Yeah, but
Go all the way in.
this is all the way to the end.
No, go all the way to this position. And then I tell you the move.
I didn't go to that position. This is the last move we played.
Okay, you play, and then you play what you think. How? Go to this position. Then I tell you.
We never got to that position, Hera.
Okay, let me try and see.
I'm telling you, we never got to that position.
Okay. I think.
And by the way, this position is a +8. White is completely winning. But I know where white made a mistake.
So. What do I pick? Then I play my queen up. Pick. Oh, that can't work.
Interesting. So when you play what you said dried fish play.
Did we go to that position?
No, we didn't.
I saw dried fish play this. And then dried fish at first recommended this check. But then after it recommended this. But then the first move that it recommended for a long time was this. And now the king moves.
Okay. If you're defending, what are the principles of defense? How do you defend effectively?
Capture.
No, that's not a defense. That is just dealing with the check. What is the principles of defending if in a bad position and you need to defend?
Exchange off.
Or simplify, not exchange, but simplify. What else? Simplify is one, I agree. So simplify, basically you're exchanging off the attacking pieces, so you're under less attack, gives yourself a bit more space to breathe, and so on. That's a very good one. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. What else?
Okay, let's see. The principle of defending. This is like the sweeping method. Just remove all the points here.
That is not a defense. A defense strategy. So the first one is to simplify. The second is to counter-attack. Okay. Counter-attack is even the first one, by the way. Then you get you simplify or exchange of pieces, which is another move. The third one is to build a fortress. A fortress means that it's a place where the opponent can't make progress. Like say you have a rook and a pawn and a king, but his king can't come through, and your queen, I mean, basically they can't checkmate you because your king is safe from your rook and your pawn, and your king, and they're very tight together. That's a fortress. There's a fourth strategy that I've forgotten. So here, what do you think? Because clearly you're being attacked. Who's attacking here?
Right.
Yeah, so what's a strategy that can help you get out of this fix? So always think through, okay, fine, I'm now in serious trouble here, so I must adopt a defensive posture. What is the defensive posture that works? Hello? Poa.
Okay, so counterattacks. I'm seeing this This is a counter attack. It's a check. This counter attack, this check, what can he play? He moves the king here.
Normally you shouldn't buy antibiotics off the shelf, but they don't have
What's the move here after the king there? Because if I pick the rook, that's clearly losing. He just picks my knight, check. I move to this to e8. You just checkmate me.
I'm not recommending that you take antibiotics because my daughter, that's the first thing. And then they just give you the decision. That's not right for today.
What counter attack do we have here? After king here, what can I do? Here.
You haven't seen that move.
I'm looking at my counter attacks, which are this check. Wait, what if I check here like this? Do I check with this other one? Yeah, actually, what if I check with this other one? But if you pick, I check. King moves. If I pick this, you pick my knight. I move to the side.
Sorry, I'm eating a banana on stream.
They still can't see you.
Gotham Chess can be crazy about it. Oh, they can't see me. Great. And now I've told them what I was doing.
That this one I really can't see.
What can't you see?
I'm seeing I have this. What monsters you have here? I can move the king, but then I just pick now. I pick back.
So those are the moves that I really want you to stop having. If you pick here and he moves the king, there's nothing like he moves the king. He has to move the king somewhere.
Here.
If he moves the king here, why would you pick the queen? Yeah, that's how chess works. It's not like a draft. Okay?
Wait. If I pick this, you have to pick.
Of course, you should be able to see that.
Then I check you. If you move now, I pick this. If you pick this, then I play here.
And you want an exchange and you have a couple of pawns up. Okay? So when you play somewhere, there's nothing like moves the king in chess. You have to say moves the king here or here or here or here. Then you look and see what is wrong with these moves. I play here, then he moves there, then I pick the queen. That's the hallmark of losing. Okay, play. And the mistake that player made was to pick the bishop on c8 with the knight before they pick the pawn. They should have picked the pawn first. Let me show you that line so you see what happened. Now I've gone forward to explain the difference. So this is where we reached. And then they played...
You see? I told
this is not that position. Can you see this knight in that position? This knight is not there. Here the opponent played here. And then white played here, which is a mistake. Then they picked back, and then now they played here, which is a blunder. Have you seen the difference? So instead of that, when this is played, you just pick here immediately. Have you seen? Let's see what happens. Just keep those guys. Oh, you must give out the king. I don't understand. The queen. What? I don't understand this. So let's say, okay, let's move there. You don't even pick the queen, just pick this guy. Interesting. Let's go back. Oh, it's crazy. Wow.
So, what am I thinking here? Thinking of pushing this pawn. What do you play? You have this move, then I'll pick this.
Interesting checkmate. That's move number what of that line, opening line 21. So actually not this opening variation to move 21 now. This is I just improved, but I don't think it's happening anytime soon in our games. Alright, sorry Hera, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm thinking here, if I push this pawn, what moves can you play? Here, if any of your pawns move, you lose one pawn. If this pawn moves, you lose this one. But if this one moves, you also lose this one. If this one moves, you lose that one. So most of your moves, okay, your only move will be with the king. The king only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves, right? Actually, no, 1, 2, 3.
What's the idea? What ideas does the king have?
Well, maybe to come and stop me, or to come and defend this. But if he tries and comes and defends this, I'll just bring this king and start picking this one. So I'm thinking of here, what will he play? Let's see if he comes and defends me. Will he succeed here? Here? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1.
Hera, for this kind of a puzzle, you ask yourself, can the king get into the square of the pawn? There's nothing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
How do you draw the square of the pawn?
1, 2, 3, 4. You see, like here, here. This cannot enter. So I just make it small.
From where the pawn is, you move it diagonal, then draw a square.
Oh, I thought you could just do like this. You see from where your queening square is.
Same thing, but the easier way is just draw a diagonal to the last rank and then see. Why are you counting? Simple, just this one is a pawn into the square, right?
Okay. Cannot enter.
Play. Guys will get thoroughly bored as well.
Two.
Today is a lesson more than anything else. You're not saving a bishop? Obviously, the only way you can win is by queening your pawn. If you save the bishop, you lose your pawn. Simple chess.
Did you help me?
No, I didn't.
This looks like an easy one, I think. So here, what has gone to my mind is this. Then I pick this. There must be, maybe there's a, I think there's a twist. If I play here, then I pick. What moves? Check, what do you play? Here or here? But maybe here so that you are still safe.
There are like 6 moves to stop that check.
Here, you can block. Then I pick. Here, you can block. Then I pick. What are the moves? Here, pick. Here, pick. So if I play here,
there is one more move you're not looking at.
Here I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Actually, there are even 2 moves you're not looking at.
They block this.
One more block.
The knight can block, the rook can't block, this can block. Oh, this is not.
Can you see knight c6? Does it block the check?
Yes.
So missing such moves They're assuming this is so it's a fork.
Dad, but after him playing here, I can't just pick.
You can, but you need to see it first before your daddy tells you, because I'm not going to be playing with you. So what will happen after you pick?
After I pick, maybe he can pick back, or let's see. What do we have? Let's see her. Actually, no, he can pick back and just pick there. So maybe picking this. Then just pick it back. Or actually, pick.
You can check.
Yeah, okay, picking back.
Alright, play. What is that? Did he play knight c6? Did he? Is that what was played?
He played the knight to block. Yeah, he played knight c6.
Yeah, so you see the move that's going to be played. You need to. Did he play bishop c3? Not yet, sunshine. So you really need to pay attention to what needs to be played. What is the answer?
Check. Blocks. This is a queen. But let's see. Do we have any checkmate?
Dad, please don't put a knife here. I tell you why.
Why?
Because you know
Blocks.
it's not any more painful.
It's not. Hera, your turn.
Dad, have you eaten a banana?
It looks like a free queen.
Dad, is the bananas ready?
Yes, I think they are.
It looks like a free queen. I pick the queen, your king picks, then I come and I pick your queen, you pick my queen. So I check you, then I pick.
What are you talking about?
If I pick your queen, you pick my queen.
Dad, they are ready.
So now I check you
Check with what?
with my queen.
Which has been picked.
Pardon? No, I'm saying if I pick this, you pick my queen. So I wouldn't do that. I check you. Then you block, I pick. If you pick, okay, you move your queen. You can't move your queen. So this check is the move. I don't pick this queen, you just pick me back. So I check you, you block, then I pick this. If you pick back now, I check you, then I pick your queen. I think it's the move. I'm certain it's the move. Do you have any other blocks? No. Can your queen block? No. Can your queen move? No.
It's very slow. I so unexpected that move.
How many have you helped me in? I think I'm on 31. Wait, if I pick this rook, you push, I bring my rook, you do that, play
Let
here.
me teach you a secret I've never taught you. When there are two pawns on the 6th rank, a rook alone cannot stop them. Ever.
So I should bring my king.
Is it here or else here?
Dad, I have something like something like tapping. I think it's like something like Telo is doing this.
that is coming from straight on into the corner.
I think the one is calling me. I tell you how. Of course, when I was up in that room, it's in my own room. I had to do more.
Okay. Carry on, carry on. So, you already know that, so remember that 2 pawns are stronger than a rook. The rook cannot stop them. Unless the rook can take one of the pawns in check.
So 2 pawns are better than a rook?
No, if they are on the sixth rank.
Hey boy.
Like for example, if you take this rook and this pawn moves here, the rook alone cannot stop these 2 pawns.
If it picks that one, it can make, if it protected the bishop, it won't stop.
Hera, are you done? Can you figure this out?
Do you really want to see it king moving here? Because you said that.
So if the king moves there, how do you win? Or how do you even draw?
Actually, I can't. Because 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2. Let's see. Pick. Pick, push. Now then, pick, push. What if I play here? But just wait. Okay. If I play here, you push. Actually, if I play here.
Please understand. When there are 2 pawns on the 6th rank, moving your rook to try and stop them is a waste of time. It will never work. Just take that as a principle from your daddy. 2 pawns on the 6th rank cannot be stopped by a rook. There's no way you can play that rook to stop the pawns.
But the 1 pawn is on the 6th one, was on the 5th.
You pick, he moves the pawn to the 6th. If one was on the 5th, then you'll normally attack the one that's in front with your rook so that the other one can't move. If he moves, you pick this one. If he moves again, you go behind it. You understand? But right now, that's tomato sauce. Right now, it's not possible.
What if I play here?
How do you win? Let's say you play there and he plays rook to g4. What's your plan?
No, I can play.
Can I help you?
Yes.
It's a very easy move.
I pick the rook.
Of course you pick the rook. That's one way to win. I already give you a hint.
Dad, hint doesn't mean.
Hint is help.
Hint is a help.
It is a big help.
A tiny hint, still big help.
This is so easy. Nice.
This is so easy, yeah,
Very,
right?
very easy. It's a very easy win. Telo, are you ready? Are you finished your food? Then you can.
Check. King moves. Check. Big. Check. Queen blocks. Check. Wait. Check. Block after attack.
You check me and pick your queen.
You can't pick my queen.
Who said?
The laws of chess.
Fine.
What do I think here? I'm thinking pawn here to stop this. I mean to defend this. But what other moves do I have? It's this.
You're spoiling your finger, Dad.
Fine. It's a fingernail. It's not a finger. It's a fingernail.
But if you remove it, you might bleed.
Dad,
If you
but your
really,
nail is on your
really-
finger.
Yeah, but it's a fingernail.
But your nail is on your finger. It's part of your finger.
When you cut your fingernail, are you cutting your finger?
Part of your finger.
No, you're not. It's not part of your finger. It's a fingernail.
Right. Here, where did he play? Most likely here. Then I check you.
Most likely where?
Okay. Here.
Yeah,
Here,
and draft. Do you play draft?
I don't play draft.
So I'm even wondering. It's okay.
But it's not pick I pick.
Yeah, but here I play here.
Okay.
Fine.
Here, what does he play? He has here, he has here. But that he can't play anything.
Maybe 5 or 4, I'm not sure.
Maybe 5 or 4.
What do you think I'm on, Dad?
Maybe 33,
Papa,
32.
how much did Daddy think to help with this puzzle?
Okay, Hera, it's time to end the stream.
Bye, guys.
Just play
I'm
E3.
coming.
Dad.
The idea is, what's the idea? What is the idea?
The idea is
I'm already coming.
How are you queening?
you
What's the
see,
idea?
after here, where does he play?
Not where does he play. What's your idea? What are you
My
threatening?
idea is I'm threatening either this or this pawn is coming. And this knight is here to defend this pawn. What?
The idea is to play check. Then you move this pawn and you queen. That's the plan. To protect the queen in square with the knight. Okay, play it. Okay, check him now with the pawn. Now take your knight to the queen in square. Protect the queen in square. That's the idea. Okay, now with the queen. So you have to get that idea. Sorry.
Dad, are we live?
No, yes, you are live. Yes, you are live.
But you said that you told Hera it's not to end the stream, and then Hera said bye.
That she didn't end the stream.
Mommy, when you say bye, you end
Hera,
the
what's
stream.
that answer, by the way?
Let's see.
Not really. Dad,
Interesting.
Dad,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't eaten her dinner yet.
Yes, I have.
When?
Okay, let us
Look.
see. You found the answer?
Yeah, it's a very easy one.
Can I sit on the
Could I not find this? Wait.
Pick the knight. Okay, bye. It's a check. Pick the knight. Pick the knight. Who picks the knight? Hera.
Hera. So Hera is inside
The knight with
that
the king.
board.
With the kings, check.
Oh,
Dad. So Hera is inside that board.
Pick the rook. Wait before you do that. You may actually lose. Because he may pin you. Wait, don't do that. That would be a mistake.
here and then how does he pin me?
If you pick, then you can check you on h3 first.
H3.
3 with the queen to check you. Then you move your king away, and then now they pick your queen with the bishop or with the queen, or you block with the pawn, and they do the same thing. So that can't be right. So you
What if you pick with the king?
you can't pick with the king.
Oh, you can't. Oh, Dad, you know I also can't pick with the queen.
Yeah, that was the plan. Then you come and pin the queen, but the queen will escape first with the check. That's what I mean. Do you understand? If you pick with the queen to h3 check, then your king moves or blocks, then they take your queen for free.
Dad,
that's not what you want.
Dad, it's an exchange file.
So let's see.
I think.
What's the alternative? The alternative to that is king to f4. It's the only move. I don't see what can happen.
You can even extend the ropes.
Yeah.
Dad, you can move it.
It was wrong.
It's
okay. Get a wrong, we see what those answers were.
Can I make a wrong?
No.
Please, Hera.
No, you cannot. You can make a wrong on yours.
I know, Hera.
Hera, were you not supposed to get a wrong?
I thought that was a wrong. You see it on an
It's a skewer the rook and the queen.
Dad, can I get a wrong?
Please.
Yeah, do it.
If you do that, I will do that wrong. Dad doesn't want me to do that wrong.
Fine, I do the wrong.
No, let me do that.
Let Telo do it.
Telo, you can get a wrong on yours, please.
Telo, let Hera get the wrong.
Yeah, you see, this is my puzzle.
This is her puzzle. I should get yours. You'll be sad about it. I know you. Even. Do it.
Let's see a nice wrong here. This is a nice wrong.
Okay. Now let's go back and see what the first. So that one is an easy one.
Okay.
Oh, do you know the answer to this last puzzle, by the way?
Done. Knight is here.
Just play knight there to attack that guy, yes. Okay, this one is the one we got wrong. Okay, play. Okay, pick the knight. The first move I had, you have to pick the queen, it turns out. You have to pick the rook. Then you have to play f3.
I have to play
F3. F3 is a pawn move. F3 is a pawn move. Then you pick there. And you are right up. Crazy. Okay, go to the other one.
Daddy, crazy.
Missed.
Not about what you said, Dad.
I'm sorry, Telo. I'm so sorry.
But it's in a stream.
I'm sorry, guys. How could I use such a word? Look, Telo, Hera missed this puzzle. What's the answer here? You have white, see?
Why was supposed to make a mistake?
Naughty.
Okay, play. Hera, play. Good night. Are you ready? Yeah, good.
Goodbye.
We've missed you.
You missed me.
Guys, we're coming in 1 minute. We're coming in 1 minute. I will not.